Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 13 of Hearts of Iron 4. Now that we've actually got quite a bit of army experience, it's probably time to go ahead and create ourselves an armoured divisional. We're going to have a look at our tank brigade and see what we can do here. We've only got a few units of tanks, which is not a great deal. So let's go ahead and see if we can add some more armoured battalions into this. We'll just go for... We'll have a few more light tanks. We'll see how much this is going to cost us. Light tank, another light tank. Now let's go ahead and put in some heavy tanks in there. And we'd also like maybe to get some... Do we want some infantry in there? Probably some, but not much. We could definitely just do with some standard infantry. Let's go ahead and put some more heavy tanks in there. Now we will need to build the heavy tanks as well. And that'll be 55 points. We want to give it some support. It was the engineering company. And... Need motorized if we did this. Support artillery, signal company, logistics company. Let's put the logistics company in there. And let's call that done. So let's have a look at that. So their movement is not great, their attack is not great, but they're good at defending. Good at attacking forts. Good over rivers. Not so much at attacking, but good movement and good defense. I think having some tanks is definitely going to be useful to us. I'm going to go ahead and save that up anyway. So we've got like an armoured division now. Now, of course, we've got missing equipment production. And what that is going to be is heavy tanks. So we want to start working on heavy tanks. We don't have any free factories at the moment. Is there anything that we could pull some factories off? We can pull one off from the motorized and start working on the heavy tanks. Now, it's probably going to want to upgrade all of our current tank units. I think there was only a couple, our armoured units, but... they will want upgrading. The People's Republic of China has capitulated. The Chinese government has gone into exile and their main forces have capitulated to Japan, who is now in control of their home area. The struggles in the People's Republic of China was only a small part of the conflict. The war between Japan and what remains of the Chinese United Front continues elsewhere. Okay, hold on off, France. We're making... I think we're making progress in Africa. I mean, it kind of sort of half feels like we're sort of almost doing something. Still got a few more provinces down here to capture, and then I can start moving troops forwards and working on this bit of Italian land up here. So we've still got no manpower, which is unfortunate. That war to end all wars, I wish that would go away so that we're not stuck at 75% of our total manpower. We do have free military factories. What do we need the most of right now? The light tanks or the heavy tanks? The light tanks. So let's go ahead and put another one on the light tanks. We now have insufficient resources again. We are short of oil, so that didn't work out long for us, did it? We need an extra one. So we've got to go up to the 24. Unfortunately, that's using another one of our civilian factories. We are building another civilian factory anyway, and then we're going to be working on some factory conversions, and then we're going to be working on some military factories. So we should get a little bit more production coming very, very shortly. Apparently we are still short of oil according to that, but I thought we'd just sorted that out. Is it because I've not unpaused? Yeah, we have a surplus. There we go, that's now gone away. Again... Oh, it looks like we lost a bomber, but... Italy lost some ships, so that's good as far as I'm concerned, at least I think. How are things going on down here? Don't know how many units they've got. I suppose it's because it's a base and they're a little bit stronger, but once we've actually dealt with the... once we've dealt with this down here, we're going to move north. That's kind of the plan. See, France has taken this tiny little place here. What are you doing? Why don't you go and actually, you know, attempt to take that, which I'm... sure is what I ordered you to do. There we go, free military factories. There's so many things that we do need to work on. Let's go and work on the heavy tanks as well. Need more military production. Need more Vespine gas. You guys are still pushing in, apparently. No, we are definitely taking ground. So can't complain about that. We are patrolling over here as well, which should help us out. We've got those units on Malta, but I don't see any point in moving them. I'd love to come and help you down there, France, but I really want to push Germany back to the river, because if we can push Germany back to the river, then that gives us a better chance of holding them off. Let's get you guys in over here. I think what we might need to do as well at some point is reorganise our armies, which I probably will. I'll reorganise our armies and reorganise our front line to make it a little bit easier to push against Germany, but I don't want to spread too thinly. I'd sooner be up here and actually trying to push them back, and it does appear to be working. So Poland has capitulated. And I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of these names, so apologies to any Polish people watching. Ignacy Mosikski has announced the Polish nation can no longer withstand the pressure from the occupying German forces, committing travesties throughout the country. The Polish government has gone into exile, their main forces have capitulated, and the German Reich is now in control of their home area. Though the war against the German Reich and the rest of the Axis continues, this is an unfortunate setback for all of the Allies. So, goodbye Poland. Now, this is worrying because it now means Germany are going to be very quickly marching west with the rest of their army. Now, it'd be really, really nice if the Soviets would get involved, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, as long as we just keep sinking these Italian convoys, I'm generally okay with that. But yeah, things are about to get really nasty on the Western Front. These pop-ups, man. They pop up. You click on them, not a lot happens. What's going on here? Yeah, again, it's just basically Italy getting wrecked. So what do we have going on? We'll keep our eye up here. See, Germany are still pushing into Belgium at the moment. The Netherlands have lost a lot of ground. Looks like France is losing ground as well. So I'm pushing through into the middle of Germany while France is losing ground against Italy, and Belgium and the Netherlands are losing ground against Italy. Sorry, the German Reich. So, not good. We do have 3 military factories. We are starting to get more and more. So, let's go and work on light tanks. We're very, very low on those. Come on, keep coming with the factories. Let's keep having them. We'll get the rest of these units up here. Are Italy actually pushing back? Germany's got some units down here as well, which is very interesting. Yeah, Germany are actually helping out Italy. Have you just sort of stopped? You have, haven't you? Now, what I'd like you guys to do is march into here, actually. Which army is this? That's this army. Let's go and draw... Oh, dispersed fighting. Great. Let's go ahead and draw another offensive line. Let's go and draw it across there. And make sure you are committed to that order. So, research slot available. What's the next one that would give us better 15% more air support? Yes. Let's go and make sure we are dealing with that. Okay, so the USSR occupies eastern Poland. Soviet troops have occupied eastern Poland, officially for the purpose of protecting the Belarusian and Ukrainian minorities from the chaos that followed the collapse of the Polish government. German forces have withdrawn from these areas in good order, resulting in Poland's effective partitioning between the two powers. But I'm assuming that the USSR still aren't in the fight. We're improving relations with them. They don't like me. No, our opinion of them is low because they generated world tension. Now, you wouldn't... mind, you're in your own... they're in their own alliance anyway, their own coalition. France, please stop losing. I'm trying to get stuff done up here, and you're losing. Why have you got so many units around your borders? Bring that around your coast. Bring them inland. Do stuff with them. Finland rejects Soviet demands. Soviet diplomats have presented an ultimatum to the government of Finland demanding border adjustments for the region of Karelia. Despite a significant buildup of Soviet forces on the border, Helsinki has rejected these demands, stating that not a single foot of Finnish soil will be given willingly to the Russian aggressors. International observers fear a Soviet invasion may be imminent. This will not end well. No, I completely agree it will not. But what are you going to do about it? Certainly with... what are you doing? You are pushing in. Certainly with the Germans' help, Italy have regained a little bit of ground down here in Africa, but I do intend to carry on pushing forwards. If you actually wouldn't mind coming in and working on these provinces, which are slightly more important. Soviet Union has declared war on Finland. That is not unexpected. I really do want to get some more men down here, but at the same time, I also want to try and hold back the German forces that are coming in. Let's just have a quick look at our deployment. So we've almost finished the paratroopers. We are still working on some infantry divisions. My main concern at the moment is just the lack of manpower. You know, we're running out of men to throw at the problem. I really do want to sort of push in and get them up to the river here. I guess what we could do with this army is we could redraw our offensive line and draw it up on this side. So we're not too bothered about taking this area at the moment, but we're going to have an extra little push in here and take them up to this river. We might be able to come in behind them and cut them off. It's not necessarily a brilliant plan, but we are apparently a lot stronger than the enemy forces at the moment. That's what the interface is kind of telling me. So we will we'll see how that happens. We'll see what goes on with that. Yeah, it's not nice having these Italian tank divisions in here. They are definitely pushing against us. But once we can take all this stuff down here, which I'm sure that we will do eventually. Why are you retreating constantly? Why can't you just go in there and do that? That's all I want you to do. There are no units assigned to this order. I'm assigning you to this order here. Control-click to assign selected units to this order. There, you are now assigned to that order. Get stuff done. Now, what are you guys doing? Advanced machine tools are done. Right, you guys, move into that province. You guys, move into that province. You guys are just straight up fighting. That is fine. Research slot is available. Extra research slot is available. Construction is finished. Resource gain efficiency. Yes, please. Factory repair speed. We're not really repairing factories. Factory output improvement. Yes, please. Let's use our last remaining research slot. Get some land doctrine, maybe. Extra max planning. Let's go. Oh, we've got that one. It is defense and organization. Yes, let's go for that. We have a free military factory, which we're going to use on light tanks. We have a national focus to set. Military factories is going to be useful. Let's go ahead and work on those then. Modify our government. Material designer would do what? Motorization research time, artillery research time, small arms research time. Not all that bothered. Electronics research time and industrial research time. Now, which is the one that is slightly more important in that? Industry. I think we want to go into do we want to go into industry? Probably. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the one that gives us the reduced industry research time. I think that'll do for now. South Africa wants to send forces to help out. Brilliant. Italy are slowly getting wrecked in there. Did I not tell you guys to go in and get something done? There's no troops down there. I don't know why you're struggling. Just move in and get stuff done. Stop slacking. And hopefully we can keep pushing forward. You guys appear to have stopped, so why don't you go in? Are you not willing to go in there? Because you're taking attrition. Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to push into there, do you? Hungary declared war on Romania. Okay. Let's go and try and take a little bit more of this land. Let's go and see if we can't push these guys back or get them cut off. There we go. Military factories. We should start getting a lot more of these now. We'll sort of keep trying to build up our tank divisions if we can. Oh, if only we had some manpower and we were able to do things. Let's go and add you to this army, actually. And go and get you on that order, if you wouldn't mind. That was probably the whole army sort of on the wrong order there. But we really do want to push in here. We are sort of winning, even though the Netherlands and Belgium are sort of losing. France are losing a lot of ground down here. That's France for you. Switzerland, there they are, being neutral as always. Looks like our patrols down here are doing well. Election, wartime exception. United Kingdom is in a state of war. Normally an election would be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that cannot afford to spend time. That's a paradox. It doesn't take 5 minutes to proofread these things. Many argue that cannot afford to spend time on political campaigning, or that a change of leadership, if that should come about. Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping elections is the first step towards eroding British democracy. After all, letting military matters take precedence over the people's influence could be a slippery slope. So we can either have elections will be held as usual and gain base national unity, or we can take a hit to our national unity and it changes our popularity in communist and fascism, we gain some political power. Well, historically, Great Britain did held an election because our current Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, gets replaced by Winston Churchill. So that's what should happen there. We'll see if that is what happens. I'm just going to try and cut this this little naval base off here and continue to try and push forwards. It just seems to be working. What's going on down here? Come on, you guys. You've got one province left to capture, and the rest of you guys should be moving in. But you're not really, are you? You're just kind of standing around butt scratching. So let's start moving in with you guys. Once Italy have got nowhere to retreat to there, we'll push further forwards. Can you move into there? Yes, you can. Probably safely. Well, I wouldn't say safely. We're going to try and sweep up from the south. We have got this cavalry unit up here. You're not really doing an awful lot, are you? No, you don't want to do anything. Why have I got the entire army selected? I just want single units to go in, really. I think we are getting some work done there. Belgium wants to send 3 divisions. Canada wants to send 9 divisions. Oh, thank you, Canada. That is fantastic. Looks like we lost a submarine there. Unfortunate. Yeah, France are getting their arse kicked down there. On the plus side, I think we are making ground against the Germans here. It certainly seems like it's going that way. Maybe we can just sort of cut them up a bit. Netherlands wants to send us 3 units. Fantastic. Not sure where half of these units are, but fine. So what have we got going on over here in... Right, the Netherlands is almost completely wrecked. Belgium's doing a little bit better. In fact, they are actually winning a few of those battles. Not too sure where the rest of the German forces are. Now, there's obviously this battle going on down here. I assume that's between Hungary and the Soviet Union, is it? Or is that between Hungary and the German Reich? Where can we find this out? If we look in diplomacy, I guess we just look at the colours there, don't we, really? So, Hungary are at war with Germany, but it's a separate war. Yeah, the Soviet Union like Germany. That is not a good thing. Sweden and Norway not really involved in all of this yet. It's a bit of a shame, excuse me. So how is this going down here? You are... oh, you've got me surrounded there, haven't you? Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there and continue to push in from the south. So if you could move in there, that'd be fantastic. You've got like some huge attrition going on. Research finished, the Royal class. We have ourselves a new carrier. We've lost a unit up there as well. I think what we might do with these guys for the time being is just try and keep them relatively safe until we can come in and reinforce with those other units from the south. So now we've got a new carrier. We could get some more naval doctrine. Carrier organisation and sortie efficiency. That'll be really useful for maintaining air superiority. How are things going down here? We have almost taken all of this land from you. You want to unassign from that army and be assigned to that army. And you all basically need to keep pushing in. So you want to get yourself into there. You want to get yourself into there. You go in there. And we'll take the rest of this out. And then we'll see if we can just push back against them. And then we'll get you all up here. So I think for the time being, we just sort of hang tight here. Can we get you over here? Doesn't look like we can. You're entrenched. That's because you are attritioned out of the wazoo, which is not great. Looks like even Australia have got some... is it Australia or New Zealand? Australia. Australia have got some ships over here, so that is good. How are things going on over here? It looks like we are sort of pushing in towards that line. Not at any great rate of speed, but we're sort of doing something there. Let's have a look at the old production, see how things are going. We're actually starting to... No, we did take a little bit of a hit on our infantry and support equipment there, but that's sorted out. Light tanks we're still very short on. Cannot deploy. Insufficient manpower. Yeah, well, that's to be expected. Do we really need any more heavy cruisers at the moment? Let's go and say probably not. German has called Legionary... Romania, their enemy. Oh. I thought they were on their side. Let's go and add you to carriers then. So let's just have a quick look. I assume that all of those carriers should be deploying to the Mediterranean fleet, which they are. No, that's fine. Now, the Mediterranean fleet used to have 3 carriers. So how many does it have now? Where is the Mediterranean fleet? Mediterranean fleet now still has only 3 carriers. At least I think it still only has 3 carriers. Yep, just 3 carriers in the Mediterranean fleet. How long does it take to build these carriers? We get 1.61 a year. So yeah, it takes a long time. I think after this one, we'll tell it to build the just the one. And then we'll start building the better class of carriers, which we can do. Interwar bombers is doing quite well. Getting a little bit short on fighters. Definitely still short on tanks. Oh, we do have a military factory that's literally just become available. I think, again, we keep putting you on light tanks. We definitely need to get this production efficiency up here. Yes, our manpower is terrible, and I don't see that changing any time soon. But that is a good place to end the video, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Hearts of Iron 4 as the United Kingdom. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.